Alzheimer? Karam?
Alzheimer's is when your brain does not know how to communicate with your body properly.
Alzheimer's is the loss of short-term memory because of abnormal proteins that prevent transmission of signals from your neurons.
يمكن خرف.
Which loss of memory?
Alzheimer's is the most common type of dementia, a general term for the decline in mental ability, severe enough to interfere with your daily life.
Alzheimer is a type of brain disorder which develops slowly and gets worse over time, therefore causing problems with memory, thinking, and behavior.
Normally, people who are above the age of 60 are most likely to have this disorder.
Alzheimer begins first with memory loss of little things, such as forgetting keys, names of people not so close to you, where you parked your car, etc.
The second stage is slightly more severe as it starts to have a big effect on one's daily life. The person doesn't recognize what a mug is, pees on a couch, and has trouble recognizing basic things.
Stage 3 is the worst stage. Once a person is at that level, the patient is completely gone. He becomes totally dependent on others, forgets what he was talking about, and displays repetitiveness.
Alzheimer's is the sixth leading cause of death. Although a cure has not been developed, there are effective treatments to help.
Dr. Karam, a geriatric psychiatrist, president of Alzheimer's Association Lebanon, came to CIS to educate us about Alzheimer.
A lot of people confuse الخرف, if you want to say in Arabic, خرف مع Alzheimer. بقول لك عنده خرف ما عنده Alzheimer, عنده Alzheimer ما عنده خرف, which does not make sense. خرف, the word خرف, which is a naughty word, the translation of it in French is démence, in English is dementia. Okay, the Arabic word is خرف. Why I'm saying it's a naughty word? Because now people use it in a negative way. So شو ما كان هذا واحد خرفان, we say, just to make fun. So خرف, the word خرف is dementia. يلي هو, that means there is a disease of memory. There's a memory problem. Now under خرف, under dementia, there are several kinds. So there are several reasons for this خرف. Alzheimer's is one of them, is one type of خرف. And in fact, it is the most common type of خرف.
We contributed in ways such as visiting a nursing home for Alzheimer's patients and having conversations with some of them,
Depression during the first stage. Daycares are to keep Alzheimer patients physically and socially occupied and to take care of their well-being.
not enough people to care for Alzheimer's patients, especially advanced stage patients. Alzheimer patients are admitted to elderly homes or cared for by housekeepers.
Alzheimer patients abused by their children and housekeepers. Nobody can detect abuse because Alzheimer patients cannot express themselves and/or they forget.
Lack of awareness. People around Alzheimer patients do not know how to care for them. The Ministry of Social Affairs has conducted several awareness sessions on over 200 centers.
Lack of geriatric physicians in Lebanon, 13 only. We have spoken to our school's career counselor in order to have this specialty promoted.
Absence of laws to protect the rights of Alzheimer patients. Dr. Karam is working to put in place a law to the effect that an elderly person can preserve his or her rights before reaching an advanced stage of Alzheimer.
Financial problems. The medication is very expensive and is not covered by the Social Security National Fund or the Ministry of Health. On the other hand, the Ministry of Social Affairs provides advanced stage patients with a special card that entitles them to have a special bed, diapers, and to be exempted from paying taxes.
We organized a fundraiser by having grade 12 students watch a movie called Still Alice, which is about a professor who was slowly developing Alzheimer's. And we provided them with juice and popcorn made by the Alzheimer Project students and teachers. The money went to the Alzheimer's Daycare Center. We also visited a daycare center and assisted them with simple activities like painting clay animals and designing their own photo frames.
Our trip to the Ministry of Social Affairs was very beneficial. We learned what the government is doing to help the Alzheimer community, and we received some statistics.
This pie graph shows percentages of people with Alzheimer by age. 20% of people above 60 years can have Alzheimer. 25% of people above 75 years can have Alzheimer. 40 to 45% of people above 85 years can have Alzheimer.
Before 2006, one person over the age of 65 had over 12 caregivers. In 2006, one person over the age of 65 had only 6 caregivers. In 2018, one person over the age of 65 has only 4 caregivers.
50% of Alzheimer's is hereditary. We organized an awareness session given by Dr. Karam where students, parents, and teachers attended. In this session, we performed a short skit to demonstrate the thoughts that an Alzheimer's patient might go through.
You can reduce the risk of having Alzheimer to 30% by eating Mediterranean diet such as fish, hummus, and tabbouleh.
Lose weight. Obesity is a risky factor.
Have a healthy lifestyle and exercise daily.
Remain mentally stimulated. Remain socially stimulated.
Pay attention to hypertension, cholesterol, and diabetes. Stop smoking because it can increase your chance of having Alzheimer to 70%.